For far too long, the world has been fed a lie about Africa. I mean, everywhere you see in the news, it's a continent full of despair, chaos, missed chances. One thing I've come to appreciate is, yes, this is what the media feeds the world. But when you get to truly understand what is happening right here in Africa, is when you begin to realize the story that is being fed has been flipped upside down. What if Africa is on the verge of becoming the next global superpower? And most importantly, what if you could be a part of this next era of wealth that is going to be created? Stay with me, because this is about to get wild. In this video, we're going to be peeling back the curtains. We're going to drive the point home and help you to understand why now is the best time for the next generation of millionaires and billionaires and visionaries. I'm going to show you exactly where to look and what you need to focus on, which small pointers in that hidden corner you may be missing if you're listening to the mainstream media. But before we dive in, a quick shout out to our sponsor, Tremby. I mean, imagine an AI that literally hunts down customers for you and chases them for you, closes everything. Wow. It's an amazing time to be alive. For those of you that are in the world of sales, please check out tremby.com, but more on this later. To better help you understand where I'm coming from, let me rewind a little bit. 300 years ago, the game was literally the same. What was happening was one thing: a new piece of technology would come, and boom, the companies and the countries that were closest to the technology struck gold. I mean, the first era was the Industrial Revolution. The moment people figured out how to manufacture, nations all of a sudden became the wealthiest overnight. The next wave was the media wave in the 1960s. The moment companies figured out media and how to distribute their message, immediately the people that were closest to the media and controlled this, including places like Hollywood, controlled the wealth. The next era comes in being the internet era. I mean, this was also a revolutionary piece of technology. And the companies like Amazon, Facebook, Google, the ones that were closest and started using this early enough, are the ones that are minting the trillions of dollars even as we speak. In all this journey, unfortunately, Africa was a little bit late to the party. I mean, in the Industrial Revolution alone, how after a couple of years, almost 50 or 100 years, is when the first African countries and companies started taking advantage of these pieces of technology. Look at media, we almost played no role whatsoever as a continent. In the internet, however, is when we started playing some sort of role. I mean, yes, we were a little late to the party, but quite a number of companies started playing a role early enough. And the companies that did, even right now, you see that some of them are billion-dollar corporations. Well, until now, we had no opportunity like the one that has been presented to us today. Now, to break it down a little further, the internet era starts. The first set of companies go out, the Googles, the Amazons, they get the most value out of these. Around the very time is when Africa's first technology companies started playing a part. Companies like InterSwitch, companies like Flutterwave, the companies that began to use this technology and packaging products meant for Africa using this new piece of technology called the internet, were the ones that are now the multi-billion-dollar corporations right here in Africa. Why this is important is because for the very first time, we played some part in building technology, using technology, spreading this technology all over the world. And just like history has it, the people that have done this over and over, if you look back in history, it has all been the same. The tech comes, you play a role, build something big enough, and boom, you create the next set of billionaires. Now, here's why this is extremely important, because for the very first time ever, artificial intelligence has launched in our very generation. I mean, the first big AI company launched in 2022, coming towards 2023. This is literally 2-3 years back, a very short while ago. The most important bit about this is, for the first time, a piece of technology has launched and Africa is right there. We are seeing what is happening. We have the chance to build products right from the inception. I mean, 2023 is not that far off, but just in 2025, that's a year. Even if you started building something now, just like history has it, whoever has gone around and built technology and built around technology has, that era has created billionaires over and over again. History has proved that. The only difference this time around is Africa is watching. There are companies right here that are building AI products, leveraging this piece of technology, and they are adopting this as quickly as possible. This presents an enormous opportunity, because for the very first time, Africa is right there on the table. And if we play it right, the companies that do play this right will amass so much wealth that even as we go into the next 50 years, this is what is going to create the foundation of the next African billionaires and trillionaires. The signs are right out there and they're screaming at us. Rapid growth comes after cutting edge technology. If you're a hungry, brilliant generation, just double check and understand, how can we play a role this time around? How can we design products meant for Africa and build products right here in Africa for the world? The same force that built Europe and America's empire is igniting right now. And it's happening right here beneath our very own feet. And if you're paying attention, this is the time you could be a part of something legendary, a time that you could build wealth like no other. For the people in this generation, I personally don't think we are going to get anything as revolutionary and something that we could play a part of. I would like you to leave me a comment. What do you think about AI? Is this something that is worthwhile testing? Is this something innovative enough? Are you deploying this in your company? Leave me a comment and just help me understand how you are building this for Africa. What I'll do, I'll also build another video. I'll put another video up talking about the different AI products and what they are doing. People are doing amazing things in agriculture, in real estate, in sales. Check out platforms like Trendy.com, the AI that literally sells for you. These are happening right here. And that's why I'm extremely optimistic, because no other opportunity has presented itself like we do have now. But bye-bye for now. Check out my next video on the top AI startups in Africa. So check out what they're doing. You would be quite amazed of the things that are happening in such a short span. But bye-bye for now.